weiß ich nicht.
Buongiorno. I am on little Lagazuoi, top of the cable car. Rifugio's back there in the background. Get you oriented. Ways to the north. It will become important here in a minute. It's Grand Lagazuoi, a slightly larger mountain in the area, but one that was not so strategically important during the First World War. A couple days ago, I talked about the fact that this was the front between Austria-Hungary to the north and the advancing Italian army from the south. And this sort of became an important point in about 1916, 1917. And as I was waiting here in the lobby of the cable car that I took down yesterday afternoon and then back up this morning, they had a wonderful little, discussion of what it was all about, where the tunnels were. I mean, there were tunnels kind of like almost all the way down to the bottom, built by both the Austrians and the Italians. The Austrians held the high ground here, and the Italians had to come up, and they advanced about 2/3, 3/4 of the way up through a series of sort of protected areas, and then built tunnels to resupply themselves. But they had like little huts in protected areas that still exist to this day, for barracks and for a hospital and chow hall and that kind of thing. It was really bitterly fought over. I did read sort of one graphic that said that there were more soldiers on either side that were killed from avalanches and cave-ins than from enemy action. And I could kind of believe that. But, sort of the mountain was honeycombed with these tunnels. And then they would fill them up with explosives, including one that was 30,000 kilos of high explosive, and such that the topography of the mountain face is different today than it was in 1916. And that what I took to be just, a talus field, caused by erosion was in fact blown out by these huge explosions trying to thwart the enemy. The one thing that wasn't brought about was how it all ended, at least for here. This would have been a southern salient for the Austrians, so they may simply have withdrawn, that it was sort of untenable. They were going to get outflanked. But sort of wonderful history here. There's the Rifugio right up at the top there. Just see the roof line. And the cable car is off to the left behind that little promontory there. That's the way that I've come, right back there. This is looking more or less north, swinging around to the east. And I think that is the Grand Lagazuoi. Not exactly sure, but look at those mountains. I mean, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And even down here in the valley, that just looks beautiful. Okay, gonna go around the bend here, and I think sort of like right through there, over a couple passes. Woof. That's beautiful. Dramatic. Okay. Nearing the end of my day. Not exactly sure where the hut is. I'm not sure if this is the Dibona hut or not. Giussiani. Gonna have to check. What does this say? Camillo Giussiani. Okay. It's a good end to a good day. Hope you had a good day too. Thanks for watching.